No, that's there. That's there.
We're live.
Oh, we're live? I didn't hear the intro. My apologies. Welcome to Campus Stadium. The 5A Championships just wrapped up. This is the Road to State Championship Saturday, sponsored by Raising Cane's. We love Raising Cane's, but you know what we love more? Crowning a 5A title, and that goes to Cherry Creek with a 56-28 win over Ralston Valley.
We started with huge run from Jaden Fox to get things going. He and Brady Vodika just played outstanding. I mean, Trey Getchy, who we mentioned earlier in the show, just everyone from Creek had a fantastic night. The thing is, Ralston Valley, their offense got off to such a slow start. They found a rhythm.
They did.
And you feel like if they just done that a little bit sooner, that things would have been a little bit better on their end.
You know, and Cherry Creek just did Cherry Creek things. We expected nothing less for them to come out and kind of punch the Mustangs in the mouth, and they did just that.
Mm-hmm.
It took, and to be honest, I don't even blame them. That would have taken the wind out of my sails as well. But equally as impressive, they had their moments, but Cherry Creek was just so dominant, and it's exactly what we expected.
That's right. Your most outstanding player of the game is Brady Vodika. We expect him to be coming along at some point.
Yep.
We have Doug Ottawell sent me a text that he's with Dave Logan. Dave will probably be over at some point as well.
Him over.
Yeah, so that's what we're hoping for, to see these guys sooner than later. A couple quick notes on this win for Cherry Creek, though, because it's obviously the 16th title in team history for the Bruins.
Yes.
One of the probably one of the most dominant performances of their time, including the Dave Logan era. I had it up here a few minutes ago.
Well, just to give you an idea, the most points they've scored in a state title game and a state win under Dave Logan is 35 points. So 56 is an insane jump, but it was just that kind of game. Defense was definitely outplayed by the offensive skill set on both sides of the ball for both teams. It was very apparent, and that, make no mistake, 84 points total tonight is the second highest scoring 5A state title game, second only to...
It was Pomona Eagle Crest back in 2017. I think that was like a 56-49 game or something like that. That was a 105 combined points. So we didn't quite get there tonight. This is the most points that Cherry Creek has scored in a state championship game ever.
Second, 48 points in 1996. These kids weren't even born. They weren't even a thought in their parents' brain.
No.
So it was a long time ago.
No.
Time speaking.
And margin of victory-wise, I believe that regardless of the Dave Logan era or the Fred T-Stone era, it's the second. I think you said that, right? The second biggest. Second. Yeah. Yep. 41 points back in 1994 when they beat Horizon 47-6. Just very much a different vibe than what we saw in the first two games. Yep. I mean, it's Campus Stadium is brawl. You know what it felt like? It felt like an old school Big 12 shootout. Oh man.
Woo.
Define old school for
like a 09 situation. Okay. Like that's more what I'm thinking of. Not old. Not like CU was in the Big 12.
Back in those days back in those days when Oklahoma was outstanding on offense and had no interest whatsoever in playing defense.
They might as well not have showed up in Norman. Yes, I agree. I mean, no, but there were still some of those moments in that same time frame. But there was a lot in that Big 12. Like that's what I would compare it to. It's just like offense was here.
Yeah.
Defense, they were there.
I mean,
they were there. There were some great defensive moments, but the offense was really the shining star.
I mean, when Ralston Valley had to gather themselves, they were trying to make a comeback there in the second half. Creek came up with a huge defensive stop on fourth down. If we get to it, we will have that highlight a little bit later. But they were able to buckle down and slow down Ralston Valley when they needed to. And the problem was no one was going to be able to keep pace with this Cherry Creek offense.
No, and I think we should go ahead and take a look at those highlights right now just to give everybody an idea of the 5A offensive scoring power that we witnessed tonight in the 5A state title game. And I say this, and we're going to start with the defensive play. Cherry Creek stopping, making a big stop, and then we got Zeke Andrews with a touchdown for the Mustangs, finally getting them on the board. And then, of course, Brady
Vodika.
Brady.
just what an outstanding run on. It looked like a nice little buck sweep that Bo Nix scored on against the New York Giants a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll ask him about that.
Maybe.
So
hopefully he knows we're here. We got quite the crowd forming around us. It feels like we've got fans.
I got a text from Doug Ottawell, not about the personnel he's bringing over, but record number of points by a Creek team in the final. He asked that we confirm with Brian Casey. We didn't have to. We had that information on our own.
That information.
So that was shout out to Doug.
He was curious. I think everyone's really curious. When you're scoring this many points in a state title game, it's worth noting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it's just been just a fantastic performance all the way around for Cherry Creek.
Yep.
We're still trying to wrangle.
We're gonna wrangle some people, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more after this.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
When I go to court, these aren't my clients, these are my friends. These are people that I believe in, and they have one shot, just one shot for justice. If they've come to me and we've gotten to trial, their life has been turned upside down in some awful way. And I am their only hope. I need to be their champion, to quote Prince Oberyn from Game of Thrones. They need someone in this trial by combat that can fight for them. I'm all they have. So if I haven't put the time in, if I haven't trained, if I haven't humbly looked in the mirror and thought about ways I can be better, and I don't present my best self in court, then I failed them. And that's what motivates me as a trial lawyer, because when this is over, that client goes home. And if I haven't done my best for him, if I haven't been his champion, then I've failed.
The Benefits Broker team of agents has over 100 years in employee benefits and individual health care needs and is your 24/7 resource for a variety of essential benefits-related information. Clients have enjoyed the ability to connect in person or by phone, while others enjoy the convenience of their online service where they can review the status of their claims, obtain summaries, and download forms including claim forms. Dave and Steve do their homework so you don't have to. They know the market by distinguishing the best products from the merely adequate. Give them a call at 877-545-4840 or visit them online at benefitsbroker.com.
A little more slack.
Whoever said work smarter, not harder, didn't realize you could do both.
Welcome back to Canvas Stadium, the Road to State Championship Saturday, sponsored by Raising Cane's. It's Dan, I'm Ashley, and Cherry Creek just topped Ralston Valley 56-28. I saying that score, I'm almost getting tripped up because there's so many points.
I mean, if you think about last year's state title game, they were down. Cherry Creek was down 10-0 to Legend at halftime. They won the game 13-10, right? These Dave Logan teams have been very low scoring is probably the accurate word, but
I was going to say methodical.
Yeah, methodical scoring in the way that they've gotten that done. So, they've won a couple of games against Valor Christian, I think scoring like 21. You know, they haven't done anything explosive on the offensive end, and that went out the window tonight. I mean, you had Jade Fox and Brady Vodika and Ty Getchie and all those guys just on point.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also it's the highest margin that they've won a state title under Coach Logan. 13-10, 24-17, 21-0 twice, 35-10, 25-24. Like, this was a dominant win in every sense of the word, and Brady Vodika was unstoppable.
Well, and it's a very fitting end of this season because Cherry Creek has just been the dominant high school football team in Colorado all year. The only time that it felt like they were really tested were the last 2 weeks. Fairview was up, decently early, and then Valor Christian, really gave Cherry Creek its best shot. I mean, I was getting texts from Mike Sanford during the games that basically said we were a much better team against Creek than we were when we took our losses to Ralston Valley and Mountain Vista earlier in the year, and it showed.
Yeah.
I think he thinks that Creek and Ballard were the two best teams, and that last week you could probably make the argument was the state title game, but
that's not how the bracket shook out. So this is what we were dealing with tonight. We had the Bruins and the Mustangs. The Bruins came out on top, and it was not even a question. Now let's talk about Brady, and hopefully he makes his way over here. That MLP that he was. He had three passing touchdowns.
And the rushing
touchdown.
Yeah.
The Louisiana Tech signed, sealed, delivered, because that happened on Wednesday.
Right. Was that with National Signing Day?
Yeah, he's ready to go, and he showed every sense of why they recruited him and why he's headed down there.
Right, and this is a guy who has experience on top of experience in the state championship, at the state championship level. It's his fourth start in a state title game,
which is also speaking to his maturity, his athletic ability, his leadership. That's so rare. Are you going to get a guy at the freshman level truly that can lead like that?
Yep. And then they ended up winning that game. I want to say it was probably against Valor when he was a freshman. Then we get to his sophomore year. They lost to Columbine, and then all of a sudden, they bounced back. They rallied to beat Legend last year, and then he caps his career with a dominant performance.
Yep. And just a way to say goodbye. Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
I'm headed to the South. It's pretty incredible. Now, obviously, another big win for Coach Logan. That's his 6 and 7 years with this program.
Yeah, and speak of the guy.
Logan! We won't take up too much of your time, I promise. We know you have a lot of things to celebrate and things to get to.
Okay.
Coach Logan, congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm really proud of the kids. It's going to look like that this was not a tough game, but it was. I mean, it really was. I've got a lot of respect for Jared and Ralston Valley and those kids and how they played. We made a couple of stops, 2 or 3 stops at key times, and then I thought we really played well on offense too.
Clearly, 56 points, that's nothing to be upset about. And also, so we looked it up, and this is the highest scoring win that Cherry Creek has had in a championship game.
Okay.
In history, which is, I think, such a testament to all of this talent that you have on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean that honestly, that doesn't mean a lot. I didn't know that, but I just think the way this bunch went at it, and for the entire year. And I thought we developed some resilience during the season. We got put, even though we didn't lose a game, we got put to the test in Florida. We got put to the test by the Utah team. Then we got put to the test in the playoffs. I mean, Fairview jumped out early on us. Valor was ahead going in the fourth quarter. Those games, when you have a team that is used to winning, then and something like that happens, if you don't have the right kind of makeup, I think on the team, things can go bad because you're not used to that type of thing happening. But this was a really resilient, tough-minded team, and I think it showed.
Dave, at the beginning of the year against Regis, I asked you before the game, do you still get nervous going into a season? You told me the second that you stop getting nervous, you're done doing this. You're nervous before tonight?
Oh, for sure. Listen, I was nervous all week because I knew how good they were on offense. Nobody had – I mean, they – other than last week with Mountain Vista, which was 31-28, nobody had been within 14 points of this team. And they score on everybody. So when you play a team that's that dangerous, you never really feel comfortable, with what you're doing. So I knew we had to score points. I thought the first drive of the game was really important for us. It kind of got us – we fumbled, muffed the kickoff, but we went down and scored and – overcame a 3rd and 15 and kind of got settled in a little bit. The start, and we historically had not been a good starting team in state championship games, which we talked about all week, but the start was important for us tonight.
Now, we talked earlier in the week about the grit that this team has. Where did you see that really shine tonight to kind of push forward and really dominate the team?
Yeah, I didn't think, I thought late in the second quarter, it really wasn't us defensively. I didn't like the way we ran to the ball. I didn't like the way we tackled. And so we kind of recalibrated at halftime and talked to them because Ralston Valley was going to get the ball to start the third quarter. They moved the ball, but we got to stop And so I just thought we were better, more sort of locked in the second half defensively.
I think it showed for sure.
We know you got to get going. We know you got
Yeah.
some things to do. Are you going to have some fun in Vegas watching the guys hopefully get a win tomorrow?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be working, but
I was going to say,
gonna be
also
working,
give
but
them a hot second to
it is
appreciate this win and this moment with this senior class that you get to send them off.
He's winning
Yeah.
he's celebrating by going to Vegas. I mean, I'm
No.
jealous of Dave.
it's a lot more fun when they win. But I'm gonna figure out which flight I'm taking and at least celebrate on the flight.
Congrats, Dave Logan.
Congratulations.
Cherry Creek
Thank you so
15th.
much for
You're
joining us.
13th,
bet.
I
And then we
think.
got the man of the hour, Brady Vodika, the MOP, coming in hot. Brady, congratulations.
So much. I appreciate
That is so exciting. How are you feeling right now?
it. Amazing. This is something like the whole team we've worked so hard for, and just the fact that we came
Oh, yeah,
out
we
with
got to
the
bring the
win.
hardware.
Yeah, we
gotta
got to make
show it
sure
off a little
we're
bit.
displaying what
You
you do.
earned it. You earned it. You had a
Yeah.
heck of a game.
Couldn't ask for anything else. This is truly a blessing.
I mean, 4 years experience of this, and to go out with this moment and with this group of seniors that you guys have.
Yep.
How special is that?
I mean, that was our goal. This whole senior class, I've grown up with a lot of them since little league. Played with them, grew up with them, and it's truly a brotherhood. This team is so resilient, like Coach Logan said, and we just do whatever we possibly can to help every single kid on this team. And then to come out with a win like this on my last high school game is truly a blessing. It's the best ever.
Now, Coach Logan didn't really care about this stat, but I think you might be interested in this. This is the most points that Cherry Creek has ever scored in a championship game.
Really,
Ever.
I did not know
In
that.
Yeah.
school history.
In school history, the last
Really?
time was 48 points in 1996. And let me guess, you weren't born, right?
No.
Yeah, he laughs. Okay, so that was a while ago.
If he was, we'd be having some eligibility questions right now.
Yes, very.
very, very questionable. So this is something to be really proud of. This senior class and the way that you guys led this entire team, it really shows, even on
Yes.
paper.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was our goal from the beginning of this year is to get to this point, and obviously the last 3 years we kind of started off slow in these games, the state championship games. And this whole week of practice, we were just like, we're coming out, start creating the tempo and the momentum, and we just never, took the foot off the gas and just played to the last whistle.
Your touchdown run in the third quarter was a little bit of a buck sweep kind of look.
Yeah.
I mean, and you took a couple of hits getting there. Is that just kind of a testament to how you guys play, just in
Yeah.
terms of trying to either barrel through or get around those obstacles?
Yes, for sure. And I mean, as you see with the whole running back room and the receivers, it's hard for us, to get down. Our whole goal every single play is we'll get in the end zone. And funny enough, actually, I called the wrong play on that. It was not supposed to be that play. But it just shows.
Don't give us that much behind us. Tell us more.
It just shows like we haven't run that play in a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it just shows. I mean, when I said the play, I was like, okay, this makes sense. And then we just went out, and Ty Getchie made an amazing block. I was running, see this dude. I'm like, all right. Ty just comes in, makes a huge block. Max blocks all the way down. It's a team effort every single play, and we just do whatever we can.
Would you get to the line and you realize you've called the wrong play, or you just thinking, let's just roll with it and see what happens?
I mean, yeah, I got
Did
to
you get an
point.
earful from Coach Logan?
I mean, I was like, maybe this is the right play. I was like, let's do it.
Clearly was in
Yeah.
that moment.
Yeah.
It was fate guiding you and destiny.
For sure.
Now, we know that this has been a great team effort, but we would be remiss if we didn't talk about your accomplishments this week, inking your signing day on Wednesday.
Mhm.
How did that feel?
I mean, it was a great memory for sure, and just being able to, in my high school career with this note is, something I can never ask for to be better. And then obviously in 2 weeks I'm out to college, so it's crazy how fast this is going. But
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't end any better.
Yeah, you ink it, you know where you're going, and I'm sure they're thinking of Louisiana. Yeah, we picked a good one.
Yeah,
We picked a really good one, but this
Hope
is a
so.
great way to go out.
Thanks for stopping by with
Yeah,
us,
thank
man.
you
I
so
know,
much.
I know you're in
Congratulations.
high demand
Yeah.
after a win
No, you're
like
good.
this, but means the world, man, for you
Thank
to
you
come
so
over
much.
and do
Yeah,
this.
we
I
really
appreciate
appreciate
you
it. Good
guys.
luck with everything.
Thank you.
Your
It'll be-
helmet and a football's right behind you. Someone
Okay.
wanted to
Yes.
point that out, so
All right,
don't
sweet.
leave those.
I won't.
Don't leave those, but also if you could take a minute and sign those footballs.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh,
You already
did?
got
Okay.
it.
All right.
We're
Awesome.
good.
We got to cover all our bases. Okay,
Thank you
go
so
celebrate
much,
with your
guys.
family.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Wow, what an incredible day of football. Just to recap, 3A, Pomona taking it 17-14. That
Mhm.
game was standout.
Just best game of the day.
Best game of the day, history books for Colorado football. A walk-off field goal, say less. 3 seconds on the board. That was incredible. And then also a 38-14 for Dakota Ridge to take the 4A title. Also, great game for the Eagles. Huge win. It was so fun to celebrate them.
Their first title in program
title
in history.
And then, of course, capping it with a Cherry Creek win of mega proportions, 56-28 over Ralston Valley. We have had ourselves a day, Dan.
We've had ourselves a month, probably a little bit more so with this entire thing. It's been a blast. So excited to see how we can continue to build this and grow this. We've gotten so many good responses from coaches, kids, athletic directors, all that. So well, Doug and I are going to put our heads together and see how we can make this thing a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and maybe take it outside of football and beyond, because all of these kids deserve the coverage because they work so freaking hard every year. But until then, I think that's it for us here at Canvas Stadium. This has been the Road to State, a championship Saturday sponsored by Raising Cane's. Thank you all for joining us. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next season.